Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a trying new makeup with a ton of new products. I've been so excited to film this video. I purchased a bunch of stuff from Sephora, which you would have seen in my previous videos. We're going to be showcasing those here. Purchased from Lunar Beauty. I have some PR from Benefit, the new blushes, just a ton of really great stuff to go over in this video, and I cannot wait to do this makeup look. So if you like trying new makeups, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up so I know to continue doing these in the future. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave by hitting the red button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. And let's jump into this bronzy glam makeup look. I'm gonna start off with some Scotch tape because I've just been liking that lately. Do I need to whip out a protractor here to get the angles right? Makeup Math and Mayhem with Makeup by Cheryl. New series. I made my first purchase from Lunar Beauty. I got the set that has the Nude Prism blush palette and the Nude Prism eyeshadow palette. We're going to be saving the blush palette just because I wanted to use the Benefit blushes today, but I'll show you what that looks like quickly. Love the punchy blushes in here, but also the everyday wearable shades. I think this is a great selection. Honestly, my favorite colors to wear. For the palette, I couldn't pass this up. Look at how beautiful it is. I love the mattes and then those beautiful shimmer shades in the center row. How perfect is this palette? So I've been having fun playing around with this. It's definitely going to be in a monthly favorites. It's really great formula and the shades are honestly perfect for me. We're doing a bronzy look today. I'm going to start off with Tease, which is this beautiful tone right there. I love the tonal variety in this palette. Super easy to build up and blend out. I love how you can create depth with one shade. It blends out easily, but you can really build it up and keep it in a spot so that it doesn't blend away. I don't know how else to describe it, but these really hold their own, but aren't too stiff to blend out. To deepen it further, I'm gonna go in with the shade Classic. Just keep this to the outer corner and then just dragging it along the tape, letting that do the job for our wing. Then going deeper, same brush, just taking the shade Moody, and then we're gonna also go in with the shade deeper, Subliminal. Go even deeper with the black, and we're gonna really intensify this outer wing. Then if you wanna deepen up the outer corner, you can lightly smoke that black into there. Then to clean up underneath the brow, if you go too high, just take the shade Bare, just blend that in. For the lid shade, any of these shimmers are absolutely gorgeous. You can use whatever you want. I am going to be using Expose on a MAC 242, I think this is. Just a little bit of Fix Plus. You can put this on with your finger, a brush. I find both work really well with this specific formula. Just glides on really easy with the brush. And I like this because it can give it a cut crease look. Just be precise with the shape and placement. Minimal fallout. I just love how smooth that middle row is. Oftentimes when you look at shades like this, sometimes you can only apply it nicely with a finger, which I don't like to do when I have nails. This applies so smooth with the brush. I love the formula. Mattes are good. That center row is amazing. So highly, highly recommend this palette if you were curious about it. No duties to Canada. You pay it all when you check out, and it's shipped really nicely. So very happy. Something I'm not happy with though. Why am I using it in this video? Who knows? A product that just launched that I'm not actually happy with, that I'm using today to show you guys. It's the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Waterproof Mascara. And I tried to do a full face of waterproof makeup, wore it to the pool the other day. So if you were wondering on Instagram why I had makeup on while at the pool, this was why. And this mascara did not hold up. Definitely not waterproof. Everything else stayed on my face, but this was smudging so bad underneath my eyebrow. I haven't liked the recent mascaras from Benefit. I like all the older ones though. Like the magnetic one irritated my eyes. This one definitely not waterproof when it claims to be. I think the formula is just too wet. It's like it doesn't dry down on my lashes or something. They just look a little clumpy to me. That's just not my favorite look for lashes, but we're throwing on some new eyelashes today. It's gonna cover up that mascara. I also like reviewing things that didn't work out for me so that you know too, just not show you all good things. Sometimes it's just brand new and I haven't tried it, but that I did and didn't like. So here are the lashes that I'm going to be using. They are the Ardell Naked Lashes, and these ones look really fluffy and beautiful. Number 421. Cannot wait to put these on. These have a really nice invisible band on them. I like to try my lashes on and just see how much. I definitely have to cut off a lot. I cut off 5 segments. Probably could have even just cut off 4. I like a more corner lash anyway, so that should still work. While the glue on my lashes gets tacky, I'm just gonna remove the tape. Have a nice clean line. This one I have to clean up under here. This looks like a fluffier version of an Ardell Demi Wispy. They're really pretty. They almost look like eyelash extensions, how fluffy they are. In my last makeup tutorial, you guys gave me the best recommendations for facial sunscreen. I have an issue with sunscreens always breaking me out. I'm still recovering from my Glow Recipe one that was irritating my skin. And I had a bunch of people even DM me this one, so I picked it up. It's the Ulta MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46 facial sunscreen. It's good for skin types that are acne prone, rosacea, or hyperpigmentation. I wouldn't say my skin is prone to acne for anything else other than sunscreen. And I do get redness and hyperpigmentation, so I thought this would be really great for me. Super thin, it is tinted. That's what the tint looks like. It's really nice, and it definitely has a clear base to it, just a slight tint. Super thin, hasn't broken me out. Everything that I've asked you guys for and you provided for me. So thank you so much. There was also a bunch of other ones that sounded promising. So if this for some reason doesn't work out, I have a whole list to work through. And it's not tinted like my Dr. Jart one that I use. That one's really good, but it's thick. So I still use that one. It doesn't give me acne, and it's just not one that I personally would use underneath makeup because it's a little bit heavy. So that one's great if I want more coverage and just to wear that sunscreen, because that evens out the redness in my skin. Is just really pretty. I have a whole video showing you that in action. It's a really great sunscreen if you want a tint. This one's perfect for underneath makeup. So we're starting off with that, and we're going for a matte base, and I wanted to use this in this video. I also used it in my last tutorial, but I'm still reviewing this. This is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer, and it's supposed to blur the skin as well. I think this one is great for mattifying. For pores, I do feel like there's others I like better than this one. But if you have issue with oil, I do feel like this really does a great job at mattifying my skin. I personally don't really need that. I also haven't noticed any pilling with this sunscreen. Even with this sort of primer on top, no issue. I had someone message me that I have that issue. I haven't experienced it yet. So far so good. I'd probably buy my Hourglass one over this, honestly, or my Perricone MD one is so good at blurring the skin, and it's super thin and smooth. For foundation, I'm using my favorite. It's the darkest foundation I have, and we need to match my tan, which is considerably darker than my face. And this one is usually my tan shade. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation in Golden. Best foundation ever, honestly, so good. If you want glam, full coverage, matte skin. It's not overly matte though. I can tend to go dry. Perfect match for me. I love this shade so much. I'm just gonna quickly put this on my skin, and then we'll move on to concealer. I do have a new one. It might be a little light for me today, but we're gonna try it out for brightening. So you can see it doesn't look matte right now. Just gotta give it some time to dry down, and it still doesn't dry till it's full on matte on me. I'm actually gonna jump to this product from Makeup by Mario. It is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in medium. And this is a balmy consistency, which I'm going to try to bronze up the face with this. So I think this looks good on no makeup days. From what I've seen people use this on, this isn't something I would use probably for what I'm wearing right now. This tone is pretty much my skin tone at the moment. So just a light warmth around the perimeter of my face. Still wanted to try it out anyways, but this is something that I'm gonna have to use with less makeup and play around with it with a no makeup look all over the face, probably, honestly, at this point, because of my tan at the moment. The skin really comes together after powder. I'm going to take the Rare Beauty bronzer stick and just add a little bit more depth. I just put that right in my hair. Talk about getting it in the hairline. Right in there. For concealer, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this. There's a love-hate with this concealer. I wanted to try it out, so I just have the mini. It's the Hourglass Concealer. I have it in the shade Sepia. Probably be super light for me right now, but we're going to start off with that much. See how this blends out. So a little goes a very long way. It's not the easiest concealer to blend out. I feel like I'd more so use this on top of something super creamy just to give a little extra brightness under the eye. Still doing a good job though. It is laying nicely. I thought it would look a little bit heavier, so I'm pleasantly surprised so far. I feel like this would be a good nose highlight concealer because the coverage would just stay there. I'm going to test it out. This could go very wrong, but have a good feeling about this. My skin still isn't as matte as I would like. You can still see a little bit of the texture just because of the glow. I have a set routine that I'm going to show you if this powder does not work, but this is new. It is the Refi Skin Finish Water-Based Powder. And if you ever felt, I forget the name of them, they're from MAC, Magic something powder. It feels like this. It's really cooling on the skin. The MAC ones you could shake and it almost is like a jelly sort of powder. It's dry, but it just jiggles. Like a jiggly powder, I don't know. This one isn't quite like that. It's just super cooling. I wish you could feel this. So I have my Beauty Blender Puff. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm just going to start off at the perimeter of my face, and if it doesn't look good, then we won't use it. It's just cooling my face as soon as I put it on. It really feels like a liquid. It is so strange. It's mattifying the skin nicely and taking away my texture. Let's bring it up more so you can see. I feel like I'm pressing in water on my face. So I'm gonna do one side of the face first. So it definitely set the face and smoothed it out. It's still cooling. I feel like it set it in a slightly patchy way, so that's where I'm going to go in with a little bit of pressed powder that I love, the Turn Up the Base powder from one side. So I'm just going to finish this side of the face and then quickly do a light set with that foundation powder. It smells like GAC. Do you remember that? It's like cooling like the GAC. It is translucent, but I feel like it changed the color of my skin a little bit too. Like it's really bringing out the pink because I am more golden. So definitely need that powder to correct that, and I'm going to go ahead and press in that concealer because this is already a dry concealer and this might be hard to blend out. Yeah, it's already pretty dry. I keep leaning back and looking at it. It's not awful, it's just the pink that I kind of want to correct. I keep debating. So I'm going to do a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury tan, which should add that goldenness back, plus this one, which is very yellow. Little concoction of this should do the trick. I have this dark patch in the center of my forehead. That powder is doing weird things. That helps slightly. I still see a little bit of the cast. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit more. It's been getting kind of bad reviews on Sephora. I honestly didn't mind how it made my skin look. I feel like maybe this would be better for more light makeup days, so I'm going to definitely use it on my normal makeup day, not so glam. I like the cooling sensation. It felt cool. Real cool. Just like me. Gonna top off the bronze with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector in medium. I like the all matte look. I definitely did not use a glowy bronzer in that look that I wore in a couple videos. I will be showing you that bronzer in another video, possibly today. Thought this was a mirror. Ooh, it magnifies though. How strange. I guess this is the mayhem part of the tutorial. I'm just swirling my brush and everything. It's honestly more of a highlight on my skin. Okay, so this is definitely gonna be a glowy topper for me in medium. Normally I'm medium in Makeup by Mario, but they do look a little light honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of bronze. This is what I was using in that makeup look. I didn't expect to like this, honestly. I picked up a bunch of products from Kylie Cosmetics, and I was gonna do a tutorial on Kylie Cosmetics because I hadn't purchased anything since like the first launch, honestly. So I bought the bronzer, and this is in the shade Almond. I ended up getting the things that she used for Courtney and Travis's wedding after the fact that I did that video. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on all the products that I got, I can definitely do that for you guys and just kind of show you them. But I really love the tone of this bronzer and the formula. It's really nice. And I'm picky about bronzers. I just need to add a little bit more depth to the face. Still has that glow from the Makeup by Mario one, but definitely that's more of a topper for me at the moment. How pretty is this color though? I feel like this matches my skin tone really, really nicely. Like a very natural bronze tone because it's not too warm, too cool. Kind of has a little bit of neutral rosy undertone to it. It's really pretty. I feel like I'm starting to come together. Got a lot of product in my hair though. I've been dying to try these, so I have no idea what I'm going to pick. Maybe I will use multiple. I'm thinking I'll limit it to 2, but we have all the Benefit blushes here. I'm gonna rapid fire show you all these blushes and the colors. There's Willa, Sunny, Java, Butterfly, Tara, Pom Pom, Shelly, Moon, Peachin, and Krista. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of Sunny, I think. I do have the Benefit blush brush that you can purchase with this. So it looks like this. I'm gonna put this at the back portion of my cheeks. Wow. So this really kicks up the product. I just dipped in there. Gotta save you. I'm gonna do this one at the back portion of my cheeks. I feel like I've totally destroyed that blush. I used this the other day and really liked it. So I'm gonna put this on the front portion of my cheeks, and this has a little bit of a glow to it as well. Just lightly dabbing in. This smells good. Gonna add that glow. Glowy blush does emphasize that texture, which I was trying to combat earlier, but they can be really pretty. When I look at those blushes, those are the 2 that honestly caught my eye, and I love the combination of those together. I think it's really pretty. When I have less of a tan, they show up a little bit more. I love how subtle they look like for this look, because I'm gonna be doing a fairly bold lip. Dragging this eyeshadow under. I don't want to do much on the lower lash line. I might regret this, but I'm gonna do a little bit on my lower lashes. I basically just need to touch them with this wand. It's kind of nice for the lowers. I haven't been wearing highlight much, but I want to finish off with a little bit of highlight. This came back in stock. I don't know if it still is, but I will link it down below. It's the Dior highlight palette. One of my most used when I do use highlight. To finish off the look, I want to show you a bunch of lip combos. These are new, so that's why I wanted to show them in this video, but I am going to be finishing off with that bold lip that I wore in the past couple videos, and I have Poppy and Peachy Beige in these. These are the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps. I would normally line my lips just to make them look fuller, but I want to show you these colors just as is. This is Peachy Beige, just a really pretty nude color for my lips. Just wanted to show you it as is, no lip liner or anything. And then I'm going to show you what Poppy looks like, which is a really nice vibrant shade. These do have a little bit of that minty plumping sensation. It more so just tastes like it in my mouth than opposed to it actually doing any sort of noticeable plumping. I feel like just because of how shiny they are is where I see the plumping in this particular lip product. After using these a couple times, they're okay. I find they kind of gunk up along the inner part of my mouth. And they can do that little stringy bit. I think the color is pretty, but when you do want to build it up like they show you in 3 layers, it gets to be a little bit much on the lips, and that's just my personal opinion. And then the shade Poppy, which is nice and vibrant. This is the shade Poppy Super Juicy. I feel like this formula would be a little bit messy, so the ones that are darker like this, I'd just be a little bit weary wearing. The nude ones are fine because you don't notice them as much on your teeth or your face if they tend to slip and slide. But definitely I'd want to pair this with a lip pencil. But those are the Tarte lip products. What do you guys think? Have you tried them? I'm still undecided. I picked up 2 thinking I'd really like them. And now I'm not sure. The lip color that I've been absolutely loving is from Sephora Collection. I love these cream lip stains. They are a liquid lipstick from Sephora Collection. I have a ton of the colors. So this is the newest one I have, an 09 Watermelon Slice. And I like to pair colors like this or neon pinks. This is a neon coral with this shade from MAC. It is essential to me. It's one of my favorite lip liners. It's MAC Beat. And it is darker. It's not the same color, but for whatever reason, for this with corals, for pinks, it's literally a match made in heaven. Like, I cannot get enough of this color. It's the contrast for me, I think. There is Beat, and now going in with the liquid lipstick. You can see more of the Beat color right now. This does dry down. And then I just sort of blend the two together. Somehow that lip pencil just works with colors like this. And pinks, as I said. So if you like a vibrant lipstick in the summer like me, you wear those hot pinks, hot corals, MAC Beat, an essential. Oldie but goodie for me, but one that I feel like is slept on. And then to finish off the face, I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I feel like I said that weird. This will take a matte face and add hydration to the skin. So this isn't a mattifying setting spray. So if you want a matte look, I would go the Charlotte Tilbury way. And this will definitely give a dewy sort of finish to the skin. Kind of lets your makeup really melt together. That's what I find is really special about this one, is how it blends everything together. So if you go heavy on powder, which this is a look I 100% did because I was testing out powders and trying to correct it, this is gonna come in handy to fix those issues. Nice spray. Again, I'm getting GAC vibes. What is with this? It's coming back to haunt me. I'm just gonna let this do its magic, melt everything together, dry, do my hair, get dressed, come back, and you're gonna see the completed makeup look. And I cannot wait to show you the end result. And we actually look our right tone. Success. I'm back. Here is the completed look, nice and bronze with a bold lip. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and a couple lip options to share with you, which I'm still honestly undecided about two of them. So I did pick up the new Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plums, and they just seem a little bit messy to me. Super juicy and beautiful. Would look better with a lip liner, which I didn't show, but the peachy beige one, I honestly feel like I'd wear more just because of the formula, and I could just throw that on without a lip liner, honestly, for a daily type product. So that one I'm leaning more towards than the darker shades. And then this isn't a new formula for me, but I know a lot of you wanted to see the full tutorial with the color. So I used that today to complete the look. One of the most vibrant lip products that I personally own. I think it's gorgeous. I've actually had so many people comment to buy more coral lipsticks, so I'm on the hunt for some coral lipsticks. So if you have some favorites, let me know in the comment section below. I want neon bright corals. Now for Benefit Bad Gal Bang waterproof. I didn't like the original. I don't like the waterproof one, and the only reason why I don't like the waterproof one because it's not waterproof. Honestly, this smudged more on me than mascaras I use that aren't waterproof, which does not make sense. I was just out on a hot day, not even touched water yet, and it was already transferring underneath my eyebrows. So this does not hold up on me. I do not recommend. However, the new Benefit blushes, gorgeous. I do not think you need the brush. This one personally, I won't really be reaching for myself. But I do really like these two shades that I tried. You just got to be mindful going into the powder because it is very soft. So Sunny and Shelly, probably going to be my most reach for shades just because they're nice everyday light neutral shades, which I can pair with any sort of look. The Ardell Naked Lashes 421, nice and wispy. I love how they look like on the eyes and think these are a great option if you like the demi wispy but want them to look more natural, because those can look a little bit hard in my experience. These ones are nice and fluffy. Lunar Beauty Nude Prism Palette. You guys, this is so pretty. This was my first experience with Lunar Beauty, so the products, the shipping, everything, blown away by, absolutely adore, and cannot wait to try more from the brand. But this, I'm going to reach for all the time. This is going to be my go-to summer palette for glam looks, everyday looks, like has a beautiful array of matte shades too, which I use on my eyes most days, and then I can pop a shimmer when I want to feel extra fancy. I just accidentally dug my nail in, so let's show you this swatch. That is a beautiful bronze. Look at that. Just how smooth it looks. That's the shade Star-Crossed. I want to use that on my eyes tomorrow. The Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I don't find this blurs my skin overly a lot, but it does mattify it. So if that's what you're looking for, I think you'll like it. I personally don't need any more matteness to my skin, so this is a non-essential for me. I'm glad I picked up the mini. I'll still get use out of it, and it does smooth the skin and provide a base for my foundation to go on that is quite smooth. But I don't need the mattifying quality. So for me personally, not something I'm gonna reach for. Something I love so far and has not broke me out, which is a shocker. This is the Elta MD Skincare UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. Thank you for the recommendation. I love you forever. I will keep you updated though. If I start experiencing any sort of breakouts, gonna give that to someone else. The new Makeup by Mario products, kind of a bad day to test them on, honestly, because I do have quite a bit of a tan and I feel like these would work better for more natural makeup days, something that's not so full coverage like what I'm wearing right now. So I will definitely use these again. They're not a bad product. I just need to play around with them more and see how I feel like I would best use them. I think there's way too much highlight, and that's my first impression on this. I feel like I'm probably going to get some use out of the Skin Enhancer, but definitely going to be more of a top highlight situation for me because there's not much bronze to it. There needs to be more bronze because there's too much lightness. Do you see that? The translucent powder and the highlight is over half compared to the bronzer, so that's not going to bronze me up like I intended. So this one, it might be a miss, but I don't want to draw any conclusions yet because obviously I used it on a day, which I don't think is a fair test for those. The Refi powder, really cool. Honestly, it reminds me of that MAC product that I did talk about. Super cooling on the skin. It did, in fact, smooth out my skin. I found it a little bit patchy though. I need to find a best way to apply this, and I feel like this would also be good for more natural makeup than something full coverage like this. So this is another product I'm going to continue to play around with. I can see where people do not like this though, but I feel like this is one of those products that you just need to find the right use for and the right products to go with. This is going to play well with everything. That's the downside of it, because there's certain products that just work with everything, easy go-to products that I personally love. This isn't going to be one of them. You're going to really have to have a specific use, specific product for these, just because of the formula, because it is quite unique. Next, I have the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, and this is really beautiful. I used this the other day, and it makes a matte face not look so powdery or dry. So if you have dry skin, I think you'd really like this. If you're oily and your face melts everything together after a few hours, this is kind of what that does for us dry skin people right away. I know it's gone viral and I feel like most people do like it, but I feel like those with normal to dry would like this best. Just for a forewarning, if you're gonna purchase this, I really like it. And it's definitely one that I will interchange with my Charlotte Tilbury because that one just leaves everything matte, and this more so I have a glow now after I've used this. We have the Kylie Cosmetics Bronzer in Almond. I just threw it in with this video. I plan on doing a review for you guys if you want to see more that I ordered from Kylie Cosmetics. I wanted to do like a full-on thing for you guys, but already know that I love the bronzer. The tone is just perfect for my skin when I have a tan. This is as dark as I usually go in the summer. And then this Hourglass concealer, still got to play around with it some more. I don't hate it though. Like, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be one of those ones who hate this concealer because there's people who love it or hate it. I don't mind it right now. I don't love it. I didn't fall in love with it right away or anything because it was a little bit harder to blend out than my other concealers, but I feel like this is going to do a good job if I just want to add a little extra brightness and coverage. This will probably just be a dot that I go in with to do that, or a great nose highlight. I feel like it worked really well for that. So that is everything for this trying new makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, this tutorial. Had so many requests to recreate this, so I did that today and showed you even more lip combos if you want to check those out. Tons of new products in this video. Some hits, some misses. Some I still really need to test out before I draw a conclusion, so stay tuned for my Sephora haul update for those, because you'll see my full review while I get to play around with them more. And if you want to see a more natural look using those Mario products or something more everyday for summer, I can definitely do that too. And we can just cut back on the foundation, all the steps. So I can really play around with those for you guys on the channel. So let me know if you want to see those again, just with something a little bit lighter. I'd love to know. If this is your first video of mine, or if you have not yet, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.